Before we get started with solving simple inequalities, we're going to do the same thing we did as solving equations. We're going to go through the approach, the mindset we have to have when trying to solve an inequality. Now, they're very similar to solving equations, except for just a couple of differences. So the same idea holds. Make sure both sides of the inequality are simplified before you start moving forward. Maybe you're going to have to distribute, combine like terms. Maybe you're going to have to get rid of fractions like we have in the previous video examples. Next, what you're going to do is move variables to one side of the inequality by doing opposite operations. Now remember, if you decide to move the variable to the right side of the inequality in your final inequality statement, flip it so the variable is on the left side. And we'll look at an example of that in the next video. You then isolate the variable involving the same process. Get rid of any constants first by either adding or subtracting, opposite operation. Remove any coefficients by doing the inverse operation. Now here's the part that's different. If you multiply or divide by a negative number, you have to flip the inequality symbol. This holds for the rest of Algebra 2 when we are dealing with inequalities. If you multiply or divide by a negative number, you must flip that inequality symbol. And then check your answer. Make sure a true statement is given when you plug in the value you find. Again, that it holds an important role the further we go in Algebra 2. So don't just brush it to the side in the beginning. Train yourself to do it now, so when it is expected and needed to get the right answer, you're used to doing that. So this is the approach for solving inequalities. It's very similar to solving equations, except for these two bold italicized parts. So be confident with this before we go on to the examples.